this is now the contrast of which you said earlier, that sometimes as great as shit looks
it may
from
not,
the front, at the
but
back it may not be as great as.
you understand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was going through, man. I felt like um it wasn't right for me mentally. It wasn't right for the fam too, you know. My family personally. um there's a lot of ways where I felt like I'm not part of my true self, my family, because of the situation that I'm in. And which is, it's weird because I also, it's that's one situation that I don't even, we never really got to like talk about.
Okay, never mind. It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love.
Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am the Lord of the entire, Lord of the chop, Lord of the visuals, Lord of the every, Lord of the entire, Lord of the bring out the most illy niggas in the game, Lord of the beats with me, Mesh Beats.
My dog.
That's a way better intro. This is our second take, by the way, because we were fucking around with our first take.
Yeah.
How you feel, family?
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy,
Happy to have you. Happy to have you.
It's a great time.
You're somebody. I've seen your name come up in the comments
Yes.
of the show.
Yeah,
People
I've
are like,
seen it
"Yo,
too.
come on,
I've been
bring
checking
Mesh
it out.
Beats out." So,
Yeah. I mean, I had to. In a
man
way.
himself is here.
One love, my bro.
How you feeling, bro? We feel like looking at you. You're in the lead right now. You are leading us. You are carrying right now in SA hip hop. I'm giving you the captain armband. How do
Appreciate the
you
flowers.
how do you feel? Where do you sit? Is it intentional? You in your bag? What's going on with you right now?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely in my bag. Um, it's really a lot of work that I'm still trying to do. You know, just really looking at it from my perspective. It's like I'm really getting started. You know, so but at the end of the day, man, doing this shit. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the nigga.
Um, shit. So we are already warm as far as the chop. This might look weird on camera, but we are obviously already warm because we're already chopping it.
We
And
were in it.
I was actually asking you. I was realizing that you at this point have like a full-fledged career in music.
Yeah.
We could say.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the game at this stage of the game?
Shit. Since 2015. You actually gave me my first break. Every night and day. Yeah, that was when everything started for me. This nigga stayed sitting right next to me, gave me my first break. If you don't know, just go look it up. Night and Day, Quest, Key to X. Shout out to X too, cause he put it together. This back when I was still like in Limpopo, at my mom's house. Didn't know where this shit was gonna go, and out of nowhere, X hit me up. He's like, nigga.
Yeah, let's start right there because I feel like the history of your come up is so dope, and I feel
It's
like
crazy.
um that interaction changed your whole life. So the link to X, how did that happen?
With X, it was via email, bro. Shout out to X. What a legend. It was via email. So he posted an email back in the day on Twitter. It's like, yo, niggas, I need beats. He used to do that a lot. So I checked it out and I sent him some stuff on the email. Crazy stuff. It's the shit that I was like banking on type shit. Yeah. So he picked that and he hit me up like, yo, nigga, what's good? We need to do that shit. That shit that you got going on. We need to work on something. And for some reason, it ended up being your joint, the first joint that we worked on. So, shout out to X for putting the whole thing, man.
Yeah, shout out to Kid X. So on my side, how that happened was, and this was already after the Cash Time shit on my end. Yeah, because that was a solo joint of mine.
You a Zingah now. Yeah.
No, I still smashes
You were still
on
smashes?
Night and
On
Day.
Smell
Yeah, that was still
Shit,
smashes.
I was-
The first Zingah record was Flexing with Sliqe.
I got
Shout
it
out
confused.
Sliqe.
My bad.
Yeah, that's the family.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's the
Sliqe.
fam.
That was the first Zingah record.
Sure.
But yeah, so I was just working on music. I pulled up on X
Yeah,
and we had a session doing some shit.
sure.
And he had jammed some beats from me. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. And then he did the Night and Day verse and hook.
Same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sent that to me. And I was like,
easy.
oh,
Okay.
lovely. I jumped on it, did my verse,
Sure.
fire shit, and then I sent the record to Questa. Questa did his verse, killed it, and that's a street classic, no?
Yo,
Yeah, that's a
bros.
culture classic, no?
Really put me on.
So that then ends up becoming your
The first
breakout record as a producer.
one. Yeah.
Because I remember at that time, a lot of people were hitting me up asking, yo, who produced that
shit.
joint? Can I have the number of that producer? I gave your number to a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. I think after that song, a lot of niggas started to like, want to understand who's this nigga, who's Mash, where is he from? Like, can I type shit? And a lot happened after that. Like Ricky, all the other stuff just came right after that joint. Yeah.
And that was crazy for me because that was also one of those moments. Like when I talk my shit, like on that clip that went viral, I'm the Lord in real life. I think you one of the niggas that hit me up.
Yeah, I was like, ain't no way. Cause I know. So for me, it was like, this nigga knows too. That's dangerous. So I really fuck with that.
That was definitely one of those moments where it was like a confirming moment that these niggas be watching what I do. And
Of
these
course.
niggas be trying to do what I do.
For sure. Since way back. I mean, like, I always told niggas, even back in the day when I was with the crew and them niggas, I would tell them niggas like, all this shit niggas be saying, how niggas are talking, that's the Lord right there. Cause trust me, I know since way back. So man, it's crazy also to see like this shit being where it's at right now.
Yeah, so I'm saying that to say then I remember then there's a day Reese is at what was the store? What was Gom's store again? Dirty Ink out there in PTA North getting tatted. He was
Sure.
getting his I think he was getting his emoji tats.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Another niggas would hit me up on yo, who the tat nigga?
Sure.
And then you feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, so we chilling, and he actually asked me for your number. They were wilding about Night and Day too on that day, and he was like, "Yo, let me have that nigga's number." So then,
So this when he was getting the tat.
yeah, that's when he was getting the
Shit.
tat.
That's an exclusive story. I didn't even know that.
I was looking forward to telling you
That's
that.
crazy.
I was like, on top of having done Night and Day,
Yeah.
that having been your breakout record, I
Sure.
also was the person that gave Reese a number. So when I
That's
saw what
crazy.
y'all then became, I was like, oh, that's crazy.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. That's yeah. That what you did right there. It started a lot of shit.
That
Like
changed your whole
yeah,
shit forever.
whatever what you did, it changed my life forever. For real.
I've always looked at you in that way. Like, so throughout your whole career, I just always been looking at you like, yeah, that's my nigga, and he doing his shit.
Doing it for
And
sure.
what made me love it even more, and I want you to go into the story of how you and Reese clicked up and how y'all ended up becoming the duo like that,
Yeah.
and not just regular producer, rapper, just
Yeah.
send beats or
Sure.
just work whatever thing. I want you to get into that, but
That was a crazy story, man. Like it's actually yeah, niggas are gonna hear it for the first time out here. But everything happened through Ambitious. You know, I was talking to Jody first before I even, knew anything about Ambitious or anything. MT was just blowing up type shit. Just landed.
oh yeah, I gave Jody a number.
It was Jody. Okay, had to correct that. Got you. But started chopping it with Jody from Facebook, and he kept on telling me, man, there's this nigga, my little brother. You need to tap in. He fucks with you, and I kept on sending them stuff like, I always had beats. Anytime a nigga say, and anytime nigga said send beats, nigga, I got 20. I'm gonna pull up on you with 20 smashes. So
Fire too.
you know what I mean? So I'd send the stuff to Jody. Eventually, I didn't know this, but Reese the whole time was jumping on the joints, and he was now in chats in communication with Ambitious. So I didn't know this whole information. It was like a surprise later when I found out that most of the joints that he did on Paradise is actually on my beats. You know what I mean? Like 6 joints on the record. So, but the story of how we linked up was through Ambitious. I got a call from Josi, and in my bedroom, fucked up, nigga, no life, just waiting for something, making beats also. So he's like, yo, nigga, I hear this nigga A-Reece is spazzing on your beats. He's going crazy, and he made an album. So we need you to pull up and finish the album. You guys can finish the album together in Durban. So I was like, what? I'm in Limpopo right now. How we? Don't worry, I got you. It's the OG talk. So we sort out the whole thing. I end up in Joburg, and the same day I got on the bus from Limpopo. This was like 2016. I had to fly to Durban the same day. First flight, like
Ever in your life, ever.
crazy.
So Jose puts you on your first flight
You
ever.
understand?
Yo, Jose, just a little snippet. Jose gets a lot of flack, but he's done a lot for.
He's done a lot. Like
He's done
I'm
because that move to pull that move. That's a good call for him to say, "Yo, this kid is going crazy on your beats. When we need you closer, come here
pull up.
and cook with this
We're
kid."
gonna sort you
That's a
out,
good call.
bro. Sorry to cut you off, but it's like that's the OG. Like if anything, I learned from him more than I wasn't the type to complain about this whatever that happened after that. But back to the story.
No, talk your shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to give the OG the flowers
Yeah.
on that.
He gave you the game. You
He-
learned the game through
For
the
real,
big
for
homie.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Josi, man. So the story of how me and Reese met, uh, We met at the airport. Actually, we were supposed to link up before going to the airport, but I was late because of the bus situation, and we ended up clicking up the first time ever at the airport. Yo, what's up, my dog? Yo, they need your ID out there. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but it ended up being a great experience. We flew together, and we did some crazy joints out there. It was a great experience to witness all that shit that was happening. I'm in a fucking mansion in Zimbabwe. We
Wait,
just
you made Zimbabwe,
I
né?
made Zimbabwe.
My nigga.
We made it in Zimbabwe.
Made it in Zimbabwe, nigga.
You feel me?
Fire, yeah.
Crazy. So
So you niggas were finishing paradise out there
yeah,
in Zimbabwe.
yeah, we did
Going crazy.
we
How
did a
many
couple
of
of
y'all
joints.
flew down there to Zimbabwe?
So on the plane going there, it was just me and Reese. But when I got there, I met Ruff for the first time. I was
Ruff
fucking
was there. Shout out to Ruff. Yo,
fucking
Ruff is the
starstruck.
nigga.
He's really the nigga. Niggas don't know, but that's the nigga right there. So shout out to Ruff, man. I couldn't believe it when I met Ruff. And so Java was there, Luna was there, Lunatic,
Shout out to Lunatic. Yeah, he's the
legend,
boy too.
legend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fifi Cooper was there, Amanda Black was there. So I'm meeting all these people for the first time, and I'm just going crazy, like
Crazy. And you're straight from Limpopo,
From
fresh
Limpopo,
off
dog.
like the dust.
you have to understand, like from the dust to Zimbabwe, that's wild. All on the same day. So
That's like whoa. That's
know
a
what I mean?
180 flip.
I'm trying to
Celebrities like with the
big niggas, the biggest right now. I'm trying to explain to my mom that this thing can happen. She don't really get it, but I'm like, I'm out here. But yeah, that was a great time, man. We finished the album. We did a couple of joints out there. There's this song called "That's My Bitch." We did Zimbabwe and a few others. But yeah, that was a great experience. Humbling. Yeah.
So y'all finish Paradise. It comes out.
Yeah.
The streets go crazy,
Crazy.
and from that, how do y'all then get into that even closer,
Shit.
that deeper bag that y'all then got into when y'all then? Because for me, so when I look at that era of like that you and Reese era,
Yeah.
I can't even separate y'all because I feel like y'all come as a package at that
For
era.
real. It's
I
crazy.
feel like that's one artist. The music
crazy.
that is from that is one artist. The
Yeah.
Mash and Reese combo is one artist.
Yeah, we did that, bro. And it's crazy that we actually got along more like musically after leaving Ambitious, cuz I was now signed as a in-house producer for a couple of months.
Add ambitious.
Yeah, but it was nothing like
You mean
contractual.
after Reese had left?
No, like this is after Paradise.
When you came in, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when I pulled up to Jersey. So I think when we decided to leave the stable, that's when we were like, okay, now we gotta do it. And
You niggas had to, grab your nuts,
yeah, we
tie up
had
your
to
bootstraps and
had to man up,
boss up, yeah.
Yeah, cause
That was a big moment at that time.
Yeah.
That's a big move. Like I think that move is gonna stand the test of time as far as
sure.
how it impacted the game, and I feel like that move gave the young generation the belief that okay,
I can do it too.
we can
By
actually do
myself
this. Yeah,
too, cause when we got out the label, we were just uploading stuff ourselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was, for us, it was just a matter of connecting musically. Put me on to your shit. Let me put you on to my shit. you know. So we ended up having that connection, and it just became a crazy time, you know, like yeah, crazy shit.
So, in your mind, like, is it always the intention to create the producer brand artist
Mm.
that drops his own albums and makes his own music thing? Like, when does that come into play? And
Yeah.
like, when did you start that? Yeah.
Well, I've been like the type of nigga to, you know, I'm always in the background. You know, I used to play at church back in the day, so I always understood being the nigga in the background, but really doing the major stuff. You know, so the me becoming the like kind of like a household name started when
Not kinda like, nigga.
I mean,
Not
we're
kinda.
still going there. We're still on our way, you know. But it all started when oh, I see you on the you on the
Watch out.
left.
Watch out.
They gotta cut it.
Quit playing with me.
They gotta cut it.
Cut this check. Yeah.
But yeah, I started dropping beat tapes back in 2015,
So
2014.
you always wanted to be a brand as a producer?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to
You know
Tweezy.
why I say that? Actually, I just remembered there was, and it sounded weird at the time. Actually, I just remembered when we were gonna shoot the Night and Day video. You had actually hit me up talking about, yo, let me come out and be on the vid. Yeah.
Just trying to throw something.
And to me at the time, I'm like, why does a producer nigga want to be on the vid?
Bro, I had the vision.
I'm like, this little nigga want to be.
I had the
Like, what
vision.
the fuck?
Yeah, even like to Jose, I told him one time, yo, what you say? Let me hop on the Zimbabwe joint. You know, I did this thing, you know. Let me let him know. But I guess everything happens
So Reese becomes the one who ends up giving you that position, that shine.
for sure. He ends up
He co-signs you as Mesh, puts his arm around you
sure,
as a brand, and says,
sure.
"Here's
He
the guy."
understood. He understood the like what I was doing, and I understood what he was doing. So us looking at Drake and 40,
Hell yeah!
you know,
I could tell where y'all was studying.
yeah,
Yeah,
we were like tapped
yeah,
in.
hell yeah.
You know, that was like, okay, nigga, we really need to do it. You know, it's just that I so happen to now start dropping my own music, and now niggas wanted to know, yo, what's Smash coming with next? But the Drake and 40 situation really inspired us big time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was the main thing. More life, all those things.
And then, so how did the TWC thing come together? Because I'm assuming you're part of the backbone of that. Because you and
Yeah,
Reese, y'all meet when y'all make Paradise,
yeah,
and that's before the TWC thing. The
it's
TWC
crazy.
thing comes in, obviously, after your leave Ambitious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a whole nother like chapter, man. Yeah,
And I
like
see the kids on the net go crazy
they go
about that
crazy
era.
till
Y'all
till this
niggas
day.
shook the shit
Till this
up
day,
with
they
that.
they still want that, you know. But we gotta grow. But you know how that whole thing started. Uh, it's a crazy story. So benchmark, right? TK and Jody, they were living. We stay at their apartment in Melville, and you know they big homies. You know they like, yo, let's do this thing. Let's move together as a unit. Let's brand ourselves on that level, but we need more people. We need to add more niggas in on this thing. We need niggas that are gonna help on other situations, you know, in terms of radio, videos and stuff. So he's like, I got this nigga, or let me just rather say these niggas, ex Lobo. Let's come together with this nigga. Let's use our resources We share resources, what we have and what they have, and we come together, and we accrue. And we were on that, but at the time, me and Reese specifically, we were just trying to make shit together. We were not trying to get crowded by, you know what I mean? So, but because they're big homies, we ended up like, fuck it, bring the homies, and the homies pulled up. It was X Lobo, Echo, Melo, and Ghost at the time. So now it's just like
So how do Echo, Ghost, and you said who Melo,
Melo
ne?
and
How
X.
who did X Global bring them in?
Yeah,
He came with them.
he pulled up with the boys.
Yeah.
So now,
Fuck with all these boys, by the way. They know.
yeah,
Y'all all know.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Shout
So
out to all of them.
so like, oh, they X is boys and X is the guy. We gotta fuck with the homies. So now we end up just cooking up, man. We end up exchanging energy, smoking in the studio, working together. We end up staying together. We going through ups and downs together, nigga, like trials and shit. So I think also those trials that we went through together, being homeless and you know all those things that happened really connected us, as a crew. And yeah, man, we eventually became one of the greatest crews
Yo,
ever.
one of the greatest crews, cause y'all are in there like in the cash time, squatter camp,
Yes,
um,
flowers.
tear gas,
Flowers.
TWC. Like
Yes,
y'all
appreciate that.
did that.
I,
That's
I grew up on tear gas, so
yeah. And
that's
y'all
that's
to grow
heavy.
up and impact the game like
That's
that, that's
heavy.
crazy. When y'all put out that first joint,
Mm.
the vision had already come together for y'all to become a crew. Y'all putting out music. Did
Uh,
y'all expect that to go that crazy? What was that joint called, Gonja?
Tell me what you want.
Yeah. Y'all
Shit.
killed that.
shout,
Killed that.
shout out to the fucking crew,
Actually,
man.
I hated on that a little. I'm like,
What is this?
yeah, cause you know why? Cause there was that other joint that had just gone crazy, that pop joint with that same melody, and then
Oh,
some nigga had just done the
yeah.
where he was doing different languages, saying
It was an era like that
"Ayo,
where.
¿qué me estás?" It's the
Sure,
same exact
sure.
melody.
I
So
get. I
I
know the
low key
shit.
was like,
What is this?
how? So these niggas just gonna jack this shit?
Nah, not even, bro. This shit started in the studio. I always had that beat. Um, and I didn't even like that beat. That's crazy, cause it was just too bright for me. Yeah. So I ended up playing it for the homies, and now X he came with that yeah, Globo. He came with that melody, and then Reese was like, "Oh shit, let me put words on that. Let's roll." Next thing, X is jumping on, Flame is jumping on. Echo's like, "Yo, I'm trying to hop on. You know?" Well, like this is definitely a crew song. We could move it like that, and that's when we got Benchmark to send their verses, and shit, when we dropped that, like nigga, it was the wrecking crew, nigga, the wrecking crew, nigga. Yeah, some of the best time, man. Like, yeah.
And then, y'all put out a project, the Wrecking Crew, no?
Nah, bro. I really, that's one thing. Like,
Y'all
yeah,
didn't?
nah. If I got any regrets,
Is that
that's
that
the one.
should be a regret? That's
For
crazy.
sure, for sure. But we put out a lot of shit, so it still feels like, yeah, we've been out here. Yeah.
So wait, y'all just put out records?
As the crew, yeah, a couple of records, maybe 3, 4 joints. It's not a lot of joints that we put out as a crew, like collectively as the Wrecking Crew.
So how did y'all make that impact?
It was everybody's involvement.
Or in
So
the Reese projects, no?
In everything, cause it all started with Reese. He was definitely the main guy. You know, when we dropped From Me to You and Only You, we had everyone's involvement in there, and that was the major thing with us. You know, like if we're doing something, we're all gonna put our energy in there, and so From Me to You era, and then Flame came through. Now we wanna drop Mashbeatz, Thanks for Nothing, and then now you also got words pulling up. It was crazy, you know, and everyone had a role, and they played it well, and they were big. Even the photographer niggas, at a point, even drivers, even niggas like that are just there. They known on that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So I think the reason why we got there was pretty. It was just pretty much everybody's involvement, the energy, you know, and I think that's what's lacking right now. Niggas are
Yeah,
not.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Niggas are not exchanging that energy right, you know. So yeah, my dog.
Wait, so I'm out here giving you props for Paradise, nigga. You made For Me to You
Yes,
and oh shit.
the whole thing. Well, not like yeah, but
But yeah, I
you know.
mean, come on, yeah. Let's okay. Wait, so Reese had started co-producing then? Is that why you took the whole thing back, or what? Someone else had, or was there Tweezy Beats in there? What was there? Who else was on there?
It was Flame was producing at that time. Yeah, but I don't think Reese really.
Keep calling me, and I'm gonna show him that I'm podding. I don't get it. Yeah, keep chopping it.
Yeah, but Reese was not really producing at that time. I think Reese started producing on Thanks for Nothing and L3, but Flame was in it. Zucci.
Oh
Um,
yes, Zucci was on there.
Zucci
Shout out
was
to Zucci. Yo, shout out
was
Zulu.
shout out to Zucci, man. Also there's a guy called NK. Niggas don't know about this nigga, and this nigga is a god. He's crazy.
Who?
NK, man. Wherever you at, nigga, like nigga, I need to see you. You crazy. So
That's the bad call out there. He's sending it out for you.
telling you.
Yo, Mash wants to see you, nigga.
NK, man, shout out to NK. You really did a lot on that project. Off the rip, uh, a lot of songs, man. You really did a lot. So yeah, we were moving.
So y'all go from Paradise to that. That then starts a whole nother era.
It started a crazy era
How are
till
you
this day.
feeling at that point? Cause you're going crazy now.
At that point, it was a thing of trying to prove yourself, cause we just left the label, and niggas are like counting us out. They posting crazy pictures. They not really feeling us at that time, so we just trying to prove to niggas.
Who was playing with y'all? Who was?
Like just the social media, man. Like all the shit that we were going through, we almost felt like, you know, we were being blackballed after the whole ambitious shit. So we're trying to prove like a point, like
You niggas were just in your bag, just
in it,
grinding it out,
24/7 in the studio. Nigga, wake up.
and that made for amazing music.
Yeah. So when we were going through that, it was even with the albums like Thanks for Nothing. Niggas just wanted to prove themselves. Niggas were just, you know, on that. I'm trying to transform on these niggas level, you know. So that was the mentality, bro.
So you just counted them now almost. I think you were counting them in succession. Eh? So
Yes.
it was. So then for you, and then what came after that?
From me to you, I think comes Clouds by Flame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were producing on that too.
yeah, did that too. Did worked on a lot of joints, but you know, Flame was really in it too. Yeah, it was hands on the.
Flame, he's really the boy.
Shout out to Flame, man. He really got the juice
Yeah, he's really the boy. I
for
fuck.
real. So yeah, man, it's a lot of albums, bro. It's
Yo, you touched the game on a wait. So okay, so clouds, and then what? Keep
And
going.
then
We want your whole discography, nigga.
thanks for nothing. And then um
Thanks for nothing that's yours,
that's
Nems.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is when I was like, I'm dropping.
that was fire. I remember that.
Shout out, my
That was
G.
fire.
One love. And then uh this project, it's like an EP, man. Um what came after that? Flame was also drop. I'm getting shit
Yeah,
confused.
at this point though, y'all got the streets on fire. Like, and
We
y'all got
buzzing.
the kids like
Just the kids on
y'all
top of that.
own the kids. What is that feeling like at that point? Like when y'all are just out there doing your thing, what's that feeling like?
I think we realized around that era in 2018 that okay, this shit is really our shit. You know, like now the kids they listening to us now. If we tell them let's do this, if we tell them we're doing a show, if they with us, you know what I mean. So we were just trying to make sure that we deliver the best art and you know try it as much as possible to capitalize from it, you know, as far as shows and stuff like that. But after that realization, we were on go mode, bro. We were all dropping almost every day because
Y'all
you know
made it
someone is
tough.
listening,
Yeah,
you know.
y'all made it tough in the game because we, as people who had come before y'all, are so caught up in the system that we came up in where
Yeah,
everything we doing, nigga,
it's
they
a
doing
bit,
their own way
it's a
around.
bit
Yeah, it's
chameleonish.
and you niggas are not only the new kids on the block, which already gives you the advantage of
Sure.
being you the new flavor, so you're on fire.
Yeah,
But now you niggas are also,
every day, dog. That shit
and
was
see now we
crazy.
are going the long way around. It was, okay, we'll see you in
You have to
August
catch
with the
up.
next song, and it's like by that time you niggas have dropped like 5 fire joints.
And
They
they all
quoting
know it.
your word to
You
word,
know what
and
I mean? And we have a show like today, and we're gonna perform that new joint, and they're gonna fuck with it. So that was our mentality, like do whatever we want.
you niggas was living the
For
dream,
real.
for real, for
For
real.
real. That's
And you felt it. I'm
for
sure.
real. That's why I said that's some of my best time ever.
Put this down a little,
Shout out.
just so we see.
I
Feel.
wish great.
Yeah.
You niggas can see me.
Yeah.
Out here. But yeah, that was some of my best time, man.
Imagine.
Like we really had fun during
And the girls, what was that looking like? Cause
hey
y'all the
man.
hottest. You feel?
Hey man. All I'm saying is we we held it down, you know what I mean? Held it down, did our
And
thing.
y'all was young too, so the energy was
Yes.
there.
It's you know what I mean? Yeah, we were out there like that. But it was fun, bro. It was great times.
Um, I remember around the time when we did For the Level.
Mm.
I think that was probably after From Me to You. There, somewhere
Yeah.
after there, somewhere in between all this shit y'all got going on, going
Yeah.
crazy.
The
And I
crew.
think at the time y'all were bouncing around from like house to house or hotel
Yeah.
to hotel or whatever. You
Homeless.
niggas, you niggas,
Nigga.
you niggas.
Homeless, dog. We would literally live the homeless life for months, bro. We were hotel hopping. Our fans know this shit because this shit is on the songs. You know what I mean? They know niggas were, hotel hopping, having crazy altercations with the hotel owners and crazy stuff. But we were just trying to get it. Everywhere we went, we always had a setup. If we pull up, it don't matter if it's just one room, nigga, or we booked 5 rooms. There's gonna be a room that has a studio setup, and I'm running that, and everyone is just trying to prove themselves the whole time.
Everybody's just ready to go crazy.
Yeah. So I remember when we put up on y'all, we were fucked up down, down
You
bad.
niggas were, but which is crazy because the energy though was on fire.
Crazy, crazy.
Like when you
It's
niggas
the
got
hunger
there,
also,
yeah, the
yeah.
hunger was on fire, the
Hunger.
energy. You niggas were outside rapping the whole
Sure.
time, just
Niggas freestyling for hours, dog.
like
Like
niggas rolling J.
I'm like, yo, that's a hook, that's a verse. That niggas don't care. They just freestyling. So the hunger was crazy, bro. Yeah, everyone had that thing.
I actually was making the For the Level joint and it
I
was playing
remember.
when y'all walked in.
Nigga jumped on same time.
Yeah, and what happened was, how that happened was so funny because he was like, yo, so what's
What you
this?
saying?
And I was like, no, it's just some shit that I made. And I
Yeah.
actually said to him, this is actually more your type shit.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
he laughed it off and walked outside. Y'all went outside. We rolling with
No, we
smoking,
had
and the shit kept playing. He comes back inside. He's like, "Yo, you right. Actually, this is more my shit."
Let me jump
And
on.
he just went
Crazy.
crazy on that.
Crazy. I think, yeah, man. Man, at that time, also, I don't know what was going on, man. But like the energy was just too crazy. That man was just on anything, even if it's a loop, even if it's a cappella,
Yeah.
it's just spazzing.
But the boy is the boy, though.
It's the boy.
He's really like that.
It's him.
Yeah,
For
he's
real.
him.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
gonna
really him because
gotta keep
he's
the
still
credit.
like that to this day.
For
Like
real.
since then, he hasn't stopped or slowed down like from being him. It's
Sure.
like that's crazy.
For real, for
That's
real.
fire.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Watching
Great
y'all
times.
live it for real like that was dope for me.
Sure.
So we're here now in what is it, 2023? You're
2023.
you're now your own brand
Yeah.
that has dissociated yourself from the A-Reece brand.
Yeah.
How did that come about? It
Shit.
doesn't seem like okay. There's a bit of smoke because there's a bit of I almost camped. I
There is
almost
some smoke.
camped, and then
There's
I'm like,
definitely
nah, I'm
some
not
smoke.
about to camp. Actually, I'm the
Yeah.
realest nigga of all time. Shit got tricky. Shit got a bit weird.
She got weird,
Yeah.
man. But
So this is now the contrast of which you said earlier that sometimes, as great as shit looks
it may
from the
not.
front, at the
But
back it may not be as great as.
you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what I was going through, man. I felt like um, it wasn't right for me mentally. It wasn't right for the fam too. My family personally. Um, there's a lot of ways where I felt like I'm not part of my true self, my family, because of the situation that I'm in, and which is it's weird because I also that's one situation that I don't even we never really got to like talk about.
It doesn't seem like y'all actually did.
Yeah, and if I feel like even if we do, it's like
It's just like fuck at this point.
you know
I feel
shit spilled. You know what I mean?
just like,
Yeah, but one thing that I'm grateful for is the fact that we were able to like leave that shit, and I hope he also feels the same, cause we really
yeah, y'all made history.
yeah we
But
did some
so
crazy shit.
what is it that you weren't feeling okay with? Because
Um
obviously we think it's going crazy. Y'all go as we've just been breaking it down now.
yeah
Like y'all killing it. All this is.
yeah.
What's the
I
problem?
mean when you working, you expect like yeah, and I just feel like we didn't have those type of conversations proper, and any chance that was presented for us to have those conversations, it they just didn't happen. You understand? So I went
So
through.
then y'all were just grinding it out?
We were grinding. Yeah, we were grinding for real, for real. Not even looking at all that other shit. And my thing was, I'm here. I'm gonna be taken care of as long as I'm doing my shit. And 2020, I went through like the darkest times. Um, Especially when COVID hit, like a week after COVID hit, I I went through the roughest shit where it's like I lost my mom.
Dang.
You understand?
Damn. Yeah. Damn.
And for me, that's when I think
The reality check?
like, hey, okay, how do you how do you handle this situation emotionally? Whichever way, like psychologically, financially, how do you deal with this? And I just um, felt like I felt like I was so alone during that time.
You didn't feel like
Yeah,
you got the support you needed at that
yeah,
time?
yeah, almost in every aspect, and this is a nigga that I love for real, and I'm not here trying to,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, but that's how I feel. That's how the stuff happened with me, and ever since then, I just wanted to do my own thing, man, and just be at my own spot, because at that time we were also supposed to be close. We're in living in the same place, so shit was easier to say, But things happen how they happen. I just eventually wanted to do me, on the highest level. Invite who I want to invite, work with who I want to work with,
Yeah.
like just be me.
Yeah, and so wait, you're saying the loss of your mom's, which is a tragedy.
Yeah,
Condolences, by the way.
yeah. Thank you.
You're saying that then hit something in you that made you now realize that you have to be
I
a
have to
bigger man than the man you're
than
being already.
than what it was.
And did that immediately go to your work relationship and your relationship with Reese? Is that the first thing that reality check attacked, or were there other things that you also felt like you had to address?
I mean, we I'm not the type of bro to judge niggas. I understand niggas. Even myself, sometimes I fuck up, and I understand niggas fuck up. So I wasn't like trying to um judge. That's why even now, looking at me, I'm not even like in a place of, like I'm trying to, with anybody in the crew, I can pull up on anybody, like it's nothing. So I didn't even like look at it like that. But when that happened, that was like, okay, nah, I really gotta think for myself. I really gotta um
Gotta be your own man.
I just gotta, yeah, cause my family needs me in every way. Above a lot of things, I came to do this so my family could be straight, so that my mom could be straight. My mom is the one person that believed in me, you know. Bought me my first keyboard, bought me my laptop to do this, So I just wanted to, like, one day at least show her, like, yeah, it's paid off. So when that happened, it was almost like the lowest point in my life. I felt like I even wanted to not do this shit anymore. I just wanted to say fuck this shit, you know, because what's the point? Why am I doing it now when this person is not here anymore? But you know, yeah, man.
So how do you then come back from that?
Um,
What's the first decision you made
um,
when you realize that this is how you feel? What's the first decision you made for you to redirect yourself and your career and your music into what we're gonna get into, which is where you're at now, which is deep in your duffel?
I think tell you, tell you. But you know, I think um, my mom passed from natural sickness, natural causes. So I felt like I need to get healthy first of all,
Okay.
you know. So I just started going crazy with the jogging, man. I just
Fire,
was
I like
going
that.
crazy every
Yeah.
morning, but it was crazy because I just wanted to, you know, get healthy and stuff. But my mind also, um, it was good for my mind.
Oh yeah.
I was getting better and better by the day, you know, mentally.
Mm,
So yeah, man, that was the first step. Till this
I love
day,
that.
yeah, that was the
I love
first step.
that.
I had to go to the gym. I had to,
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
a good place to
sprint.
start. If
Yeah,
you want to change your life, that's a good place to
for
start,
real,
is
for real.
with your physical, because your physical then affects your mental,
Your
and then your
mental,
mental changes your life.
everything. If your mental is fucked, that's one thing I realized too. Like if you're not in the right space, yeah, it don't matter what you do.
It's not going.
It's,
Yeah, that's a
you
fact.
know,
That's a fact.
the energy, everything.
Yeah.
So I always protected my mind. I always just want to be in a great mental space.
I know that for a fact because I went through that the years when I was away at smashes and trying to
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
yeah, that's what I was going through.
My
Is
God.
like the mental was so fucked. Like anything I was doing just wasn't
So how did you
making
come out
sense.
of it?
Um,
Oh, you still in it?
nah,
Oh,
I made it out. I
thank
made it
God,
out.
thank God.
I made it out. What was the first thing I did? I I talk to myself a lot in my head. So I think I'm
Mm.
gifted in psychology,
Yeah,
or maybe I didn't give myself a choice because when I realized that my mental was fucked,
sure.
I made that I made fixing my mental
A priority.
the number one
Yeah,
priority.
yeah.
That's why I didn't. That's why people sometimes look at me and be like, "Oh, you fell off," or you. It was like for me, it's like this shit is not as important.
Sure.
That's why I stopped the swagging thing. I stopped
I see you
all that
relaxing
shit.
on
Yeah,
niggas.
I stopped all that shit, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm actually fucked," and
Mm.
I have to unfuck myself because me being fucked
A,
is fucking up my life
a lot of people's lives too.
and other people, yeah,
Yeah.
which is even more
It's
dangerous.
it's crazy.
And nobody can save you but yourself when
Yourself.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it's like
You gotta
it's on
just get
you.
up. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta get up. And that's one thing I realized. You gotta get up.
you
Gotta
gotta
get
get
up.
up and move.
Yeah, anytime you feeling whack or weird or it could be worse, man. For me, I always looked at it like, damn dog, I lost the one person that I love the most, and back in the day, I lost my dad when I was young, so I always looked at it like there's nothing that can stop a nigga at this point. You know what I mean? Like I already felt the worst pain type shit.
Isn't
So
that crazy how something that tragic can give you a superpower like
yeah,
that?
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's weird, bro.
Somebody earlier to me was like, seeing you now doing your thing is so crazy because,
Mm,
like I said, you're in your bag, and
yeah.
we all would have thought your highest point would have been with Reese.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you step out and you prove that, hey, I'm the Lord in real
Number
life.
pa.
Fuck yeah.
Number
I
pa.
have enjoyed watching you step out
Well, that's love.
and say,
It's love.
watch me.
I love this chapter too about myself. It's a great time, bro. I just think like the ancestors, the blessings, everything is just like coming straight to me because some of the things that happen. When you work so hard for all these years, right? And you expect like, give me my flowers right now, and then you come through and you say one joint, and then all those things that you wanted to achieve with all those albums, all that shit gets done with one. So for me, it's like it's crazy. It's God, it's the ancestors, it's the right mental space. Um, I'm so blessed to have met Thato Saul. So blessed to have met Madlera. Them niggas changed my life
Fuck yeah.
for
I
real,
love that. Fuck yeah. Give it up to them
for
niggas.
real,
Give it up to them niggas,
for
man.
real.
Shout out to those niggas.
Yeah, real niggas
Yeah.
for
So
real.
I was actually about to bring that up. So the first thing you did when you stepped away from the Reese thing was
Thato
the
Saul.
Thato Soul, right? So
Yeah.
do we kind of give Mashbeatz the credit for bringing Thato Soul into the game?
Shit.
Is that a Mashbeatz cosign?
I mean, we can,
That's fair to say.
but listen to Mash Beats.
Okay.
I'm gonna give first of all Tato Soul the credit, of course. That's standard. But shout out to Words, man. This nigga Words really put me on to Tato Soul.
Also, it was words that put you onto Thato.
Yeah, this nigga was playing this song called Peli Politics and Passion 2020 on Christmas. Just kept on playing that song until it sank in. Like, shit, this nigga is on another level. If we sleeping, this nigga is just gonna be great. Without us being blessed by that presence. So I just wanted to be a part of that before a lot of people could see it. So shout out to Words,
Shout
man.
out to words and shout out to him for his never right verse too.
Crazy,
Yo,
crazy.
I was like, yo, that's
Net
fire.
so, net
Yeah, I was
so.
like, yo, that's fire. When I jam that verse, like, there's verses that come on and then I smile every time they come on. It's his, and then obviously there's Java
Enzo
and
way.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you just it
Shout
just
out,
feels good
man.
when that comes on.
Yeah, it really moves crazy, but crazy
Yeah.
moment.
So you guys do the project, the Tato project,
If
yeah?
you know, you know.
Yeah. Was
Um,
that yours or his project or y'all's together?
I was together
Yeah.
because the first time we linked up, I was telling him, yo man, I'm just trying to drop collab tapes. This was 2021. Like man, I just wanna drop collaborative projects. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm trying to do that too. And who else, to pull this mission with? And yeah, I played a couple of beats that same session. Nigga already had the story and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause that project is very story
You know?
driven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the intro, he already had the story for that. He rapped it same on the first session, and you know the other joints we just got to work on them after. But you know, working with Thato Saul, I got to understand, man, that um you see, it's that nigga has a gift to tell a story and make you see it the way
He's very vivid.
you understand.
Hell
The way,
yeah. Ooh, he's good.
you know.
Yeah.
And I like that shit on my music. So when he started telling those stories on If You Know You Know, I was just like, yeah, you know, let's
This
keep,
is what we're supposed to be doing.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of feel like it's slept on, but it's some of the greatest shit I dropped personally.
That's fire.
Yeah, shout out to Thato Saul, man.
Yeah, shout out to Tato, definitely. And then Never Ride comes in how? How did
Sheesh.
you end up doing that, John? What were you working on when you were
Sheesh.
doing that?
This also like so me me and Tato were working on our projects. You know, so he's working on his, I'm working on mine. So now there's some joints that I was like, let me
I know how that go. Yeah.
let me drop this shit. You know. But I end up he ends up holding on to that, and you know, it's music, we still make more. So I send him beats now. I send him a pack. I'm like, nigga, this is my shit. You know, when we drop this, please do it for me. Whatever you're gonna do to it, please do these ones for me, cause I'm trying to drop a album. So, nigga, jumped on the Never Ride beat. The hustle for deep in my vein, all that shit he said, crazy, right? They even switched the bounce of the 808 a bit because I had a crazy bounce. That's crazier now. The one that you know is crazy. So they just, I think they shifted it to the left or to the right or something. And
Shout out to whoever shifted it.
Physique, shout out to Physique.
Cause that entry,
You know?
yo, that entry, I've always wanted to say that. Like, yo, we talk about the McLaren verse a lot, but yo, Tato's
I said this too. I told the both of them like, the Matlera verse. I'm gonna get to how we got to that verse also. The Matlera verse was so amazing. You can't deny it. You can't deny it in the moment.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah. You can't ignore it.
You know?
Yeah, it's just
No matter who you are, if you understand what he's saying or you can't hear shit, it's just in the moment it's gonna catch you. But also the Tato verse is the longevity. It's the one that niggas are gonna catch on after. This shit was actually hard. You know what I mean? So the balance there is crazy.
impeccable.
It's crazy.
Impeccable. You've actually made only quality music and with only quality artists, actually, now that
Yo,
we look at it.
appreciate
Like
that.
you've worked with like special cloth artists only.
Appreciate
I
that.
think you should definitely keep it that
Trust
way
me.
and don't let none of these fuck niggas jump on your shit.
For real, for real.
Hell yeah.
That's what it's about, you know. We don't want to drop no wag shit.
Nah. And also, it just always got to be legendary because your shit is fire.
Appreciate
Your shit is
that,
crazy. So,
for real.
Never Ride is what, your biggest joint?
Yeah, my
That's
biggest
your-
joint, like ever.
That's your flagship moment.
Yeah, that's like if you wanna say mash at this point, it's me pa dog. It's me
And man,
pa.
bruh,
It me pa. So I was gonna say how that verse came
yeah,
through.
give us that. Give us that.
So me and Tato, we have the verse and the hook and the space, and Thato is like, yo, I'm trying to link up with Madlera for a session for this joint called OK. I just want him to give me a verse. So now Madlera gets there, does his verse. Quick, he already had it. So now Thato is like, yo, play that other joint that we did. Play it for home. And now I didn't know who to put on the joint already.
Okay.
So as soon as Madlera hears the first drop, that hustle for deep, he's like, cousin, what you saying? I'm like, hey, dog, what are you saying? Because you can see, you just listen to the joint, there's a space there. It's like, I got something for you. The thing is, I love you. That's one thing he said before. I'm telling you, this is the realest shit. It's like,
Yeah.
he went to his old phone, the trap phone.
Mm.
It's like, this one I'm about to do, I love you.
You
dog.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
For real.
Nigga.
And at that time, I'll be just there like, all right, we're gonna make some more shit.
Put this out the archives.
Out the archives, nigga.
Even more legendary.
I'm telling you, this shit was on another phone, trap
Put it out the
phone.
trap phone.
I don't know that phone. He has another phone, but
Oh shit! Madlera's
there's this shit. So now he starts going, what the fuck is going on? But at the time, I'm just there like, it's just another song. You know what I mean? That's the verse. So now I fuck up, I start playing it for my homies. Now the homies are like, if there's one thing you're gonna do, you better. Yeah, plus niggas are already pissed off because I was not releasing like that at the time. So they're, nigga, you better do it. So we planned that whole thing. That's when I understood the greatness of that song, of that verse. When some of my homies were like, do not ever play yourself.
That's a once in a lifetime verse, man.
I'm telling you.
Like that verse reminds me of KO's verse on Run Josie. It's like everything for that moment pauses and everybody just acknowledges
Listen to that.
the greatness of this moment and this verse.
We're
and
on that power circle.
yeah. That moment, it feels like, and that makes sense actually because he also then, with that verse, has been able to bring back the verse of the year conversation
Again.
and the who killed who conversation.
Yeah, and that's what we need
Yeah.
on this shit.
Shout out to Maclaire for that. His episode of Choppin It is going crazy.
It's
too.
going crazy.
Yeah. Never Ride, then the remix.
Shit, the remix.
When did you? Okay, I guess the song goes crazy and then you decide to have a remix.
The song goes
The
crazy.
song goes fuck, nigga.
Crazy, nigga. I was just like, what the
Also, by the way, in context, this is in a time where we haven't had a rap song go back because of the Yano's run that has been going on.
Niggas were jumping on that logie. It's not a bad thing. I was just saying, niggas were scared.
Vulture.
Niggas were scared to hop on the 808.
Yeah,
You know?
facts.
But yes, it's the culture. Both the cultures are doing great, man. Shout out to the Yano side, man. Niggas are eating, man. But Never Ride, shit, and then goes crazy. Now we feel like let's come back again and. Keep in mind, this is Madlera's idea. He hits me up on some, yo, dog, you have to do a street remix. Just go crazy. Put everybody on that shit. This is our time. Let's use that moment and give everybody else the shine. So I understood that, and I just felt like nigga gave me a great idea. I didn't even think of it like that. So I went to work. And I hit up the homies. I hit up Kilo. I hit up.
How did you choose who you were gonna hit up for that?
Shit.
What was the criteria so that the people who didn't make it on the song can understand why they can understand why they weren't
The criteria was simple. Just pull out your hardest. Like simple. If I feel like that's not your hardest that you're gonna pull ever, then nah.
there any verses that didn't make it that were recorded?
Some didn't make it.
For real?
Yeah. But it was also gonna be too long, you know. I didn't want. Yeah, and you know, I feel like we were gonna.
How many verses didn't make it?
Maybe 3, 4.
Shit.
Yeah.
So you had like a lineup.
I had a crazy lineup.
What, dude?
I was sure about Java, like it's obvious. You know, I
You
was,
brought Rap's Java back, actually, low key, no? He did, eh?
had to. He even gave me a tag. He even gave me my new tag. That's the realest OG ever. For real. Loves Java, man.
The long way.
Loves Java. Yeah, he pulled up with that Bhuda. I don't know, but he reminded me of that when he did that, and it went crazy, bro. And now the numbers, looking at the numbers, it's like the streets are taking it. They taking this shit, and at a point I felt like it was gonna be weird because the Madlera situation was just too crazy. You know, when he pulled up with that Maypa, it really did justice. You know, so I thought it was gonna be weird, but now it's great, man. The numbers are going crazy. Yeah.
That's fire. So what's your favorite verse on yours, your favorite verse on the remix?
On the remix, it's Java.
Right?
It's Java. I'm just keep it 1,000.
Keeping it steady.
Not even gonna try. It's Java.
Not even. I
I'm,
was happy with the Lucas verse. I liked that.
Lucas pulled
He
up.
slid.
That's the thing. It's like nobody was slacking. It's just some are just better than others, and it's a good thing. It's
Yeah, of course,
you
but
know.
everybody slid in their own right.
Everybody, Kilo slid. It was right for the first verse. He had to pull up on the first verse, and Kilo was amazing, man, because he sent me the verse. He was the first guy to actually send me the verse, or the second, but he really slid also, and also Lucas and Words.
Words slid. Hell yeah, he slid.
Words was
Yo, I fuck with that
was in
verse.
that
I was like,
duffel.
yo. Yeah, he was in there.
You know.
He was in the corner of the duffel, like
Yeah.
at the very.
And then we had to get the South Man.
Oh, then you brought us Southman back, nigga. You've done well for hip hop. Hey, this guy, come on, man.
South Man.
Then you resurrect the Southman for.
That's my partner. That's my
Who
name.
made that call to
Shit.
bring out the Southman, the Southside demon?
It's my bro Mordecai. It's this other bro of mine that, you know, if you know me like that, you know I'm always rolling with him most of the time. So he was like, yeah, because he used to hang out with Southside back in the day. So he's like, let me call this nigga right now. I didn't even have his number. Like, let me call this nigga right now. Let's make it happen right now. We called Southside. It's like, what you mean, my nigga? I'm in it. So he sent me the stuff maybe a couple of weeks later. Yeah. But shout out to South man. Southside.
Shout out to everybody on that remix. That's fine.
Uzi, Youngster, Roy, Enzo's Java. Shout out, man.
That was a moment for hip hop. You niggas did it for us.
For real.
You guys held it down. You made
Great.
us look good last year.
Great moment for hip hop, great moment for the culture, and also the greatest moment for me, just personally. And you know, I can only thank God and the people, the fans for the support. It's been going crazy. Yeah.
And then, how do you and Southside then decide to lock fully
Southside.
in? I'm assuming it came from Never Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Southside is one of my favorite musicians.
me too, famo.
For real, for
Shout out
real.
to Southside.
The nigga doesn't even. That's from God. Yeah, you know. But we were supposed to link up for a session, just for a session, you know, just like me and you right now. It's just a session.
Facts.
And then we end up spending 2 days together and we just recording. Niggas were only relaxing during load shedding type shit. You know, we were just like catching the break then. But for that 2 days, we were just going crazy, man, like recording. And I think we had another session after that, another 2 day session after that. And that's when we wrapped up the whole South Side. And it was a great time recording that because I got to witness greatness. I got to witness
The
my
flesh, right?
Yeah, I got to witness my nigga in that zone. He was hungry. You know, he was the way he records. It's like he doesn't leave no space. You know, if it's he does it. We're not gonna do a hook and then say, "Yeah, I'll come back." We're gonna do a song. We're gonna do a hook, verse, outro, ad libs, intro. Everything is done in that one session, and then when all of that is done, we'll move to
Then
the
we'll
next
move
one.
on. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a specialist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had fun, bro. It was the craziest shit ever. I've never seen anybody work so hard. I know that's gonna sound crazy to some people, but I've never recorded with a nigga for 48 hours in my life.
And he just going.
He did that, not once, to show you it's not a mistake. So shout out to Southside, man.
Southside,
The South man.
the truth.
The truth.
And the game is appreciating the fact that you niggas were able to do that project.
For sure.
Southside is the name of the project, man.
Southside, yeah.
Which is now your latest collab tape.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy, bro. Like,
And now, not only do you bring a Southside on the Never Ride remix, but you actually bring him back.
like
And for
real.
us who are all Southside demon fans,
Sure.
like
Sure.
we've missed him.
God. And I just felt like, you know, it had to be done, you know, because he told me about his situation with the stable. So I was just like, man, if you can't do it, I can do it. You know, like you can't, I can. Let me do it. And he gave me the blessing. He allowed me to do that. And Southside,
Shout out
man.
to both of y'all for doing that.
That's my name.
Of course, we can't not speak on the album. This is religion.
Of course.
I think I saw a clip of you saying even that title of the album you got from Thato.
Thato Saul.
Thato is a crucial man,
It's
man.
a crucial man, trust
we
me.
need you on Choppin It, nigga. Stop playing.
And now the craziest thing is Saudi, Thato, them niggas fuck with each other crazy. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to speculate anything, but I'm just saying the energy there is crazy. And if niggas do get that opportunity to be in a place like this, where there's a setup and a nigga like me, it's over. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, I like
I'm
how
telling
you
you,
talking right
the
now.
energy is crazy there. I've never seen like niggas click.
And actually, because I guess I can put this out because Sliqe is about to drop the joint, the
my
Koneni
God.
joint.
Oh my god,
Now that you're saying that,
that's my favorite joint right now.
that's my favorite joint right now. I'm jamming.
Slick, nigga, you got one, nigga.
Yeah, he's got one.
Slick,
you got one.
I told him to. I was like, send it to me. I wanna just bump it.
Yeah, I jam that like 20 times a day.
Bruh,
like, that's my shit right now.
I'm telling you.
That collab is fire.
Crazy,
That's fire,
unexpected,
yeah.
and crazy.
MT, Thato Saul,
Legends,
and Southside.
true. Legends,
Those are that mix alone, that
legends.
collaboration alone.
I'm telling
Let
you.
me help you
My bad.
out.
Oh
I
shit.
got you.
Got you.
Yeah, that collaboration is crazy. Sliqe, he the boy though with that.
Yeah,
with
Sliqe.
the mix, he's
Yeah, I told him too. Like our job is to get niggas together. Like it's not that deep, you know. Let's do that, and we'll see what the culture, how the culture is gonna react. Cause even me, like dropping my shit, dropping the remix. You know, when we were shooting for that, I was thinking about how niggas like Slick did it before me. Like this nigga can get 15 rappers in one room.
oh yeah.
You know,
That's like magic.
it's crazy.
That shit is a magic trick. Every time I see him do that, I always dap him. I'm like, yo,
How did you
don't
do
ever
that?
sleep on the fact that you
So-
can do this. As
it's a
normal as
power.
you've made it look,
It's a
this is
power.
not normal.
It's a power. I
yeah.
always tell him too, like
When
nah,
we
this
were
is my
shooting the shit for Champion
Yeah,
Music,
I was there.
that's crazy. You were there, I was there, Flame is there, MC is
Maclera.
there, Maclera's there, Blackie's
Blackie's
there,
there.
25 is
Bruh,
there.
imagine.
Like what the hell? And this is not a show?
It's not a show. Niggas are just hanging out, shooting content.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know,
Slick is that thing is a magic trick, and now you have that same gift.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I wish we could get our own room. I wish we could like get together more. You know, dudes. It's just sometimes you don't know how, but you know now we getting to understand. But I wish we could get together more on that level. On this level, like where it's like studio sessions, where it's just chopping it up, you know, like yeah, because really like there's nothing, there's never like been like real beefs or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just
Nothing worth getting in the way of
You know?
the outcome of what the game receives on the other side.
we could run it. We could take over.
We could bring
Like,
it back.
if we, as long as we just. But if a nigga is just there in his corner saying, "I'm the wave," and then the nigga saying, "I'm the wave," it's not gonna connect. You never do it alone. You need the whole
This is
pack.
religion.
This is religion.
Sounded even better to me when I went back to it after the hype of when it had come out.
Love.
Because of course I tuned in when you dropped it. I locked in. I'm jamming it. Love it.
Love.
I love it. I think I told you, man. I told
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
I think I've got stories, jamming and shit.
Sure.
You know, I'm going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the album, but it sounded even better when I went back.
Love.
What surprised me were the R&B joints.
For real.
Of course, you were intentional about that.
Yeah,
Speak on that.
It was on purpose. I wanted to get out of that thing, man. Because I always been versatile over the years, but I think people got it confused. Like at a certain point, shit got mixed up where niggas started thinking I'm a boom bap nigga.
Of course,
You
yeah,
know
because
what I
you
mean?
niggas went boom bap for like 3 years straight.
You know what I mean? So I think niggas got it confused. Like, can Mash even trap? Like, can Mash do R&B? Can he? Yeah, alright, let's not even talk about piano.
You have one of the best bounces as far as the trap
Appreciate it.
as far as the trap go.
That's
You one of the only niggas that can get me like in my bag, like when I
Appreciate
need
it.
to do the jiggy nigga shit.
Appreciate it for real. I always wanted to hear someone say that. That's love. I'll be fighting with these drums for real. But yeah, my bro. What was I saying? This is religion.
Yeah, the R&B joints. Yeah.
So that was to get out of the norm. Like, you know, I was trying to create a playlist that has almost every genre. Cause I was like inspired by a lot of genres, dog. Like growing up, I was listening to Tonga, like Snyori. I was listening to hip hop, R&B, house. You know, all those things. Like, so I never wanted to box myself in as a producer. I wanted to put out those songs to honor the artists, but also to make the statement that yo, I'm out here doing it all.
That you really the boy. That you
Yeah.
really got it.
Yeah, and also with This Is Religion, I understand, man. People were expecting something and they didn't get it. But I think um after like you said now, like after you go back, you're gonna like appreciate it more because now it's like, oh, that the hype is gone. You're not thinking about Mash as a boom bap or however you were classifying Mash. Mash is a producer, so now the listen is it's gonna be crazier. So yeah, man, I just give people a couple of years, they're gonna get it.
I love the Make It Out record, and I saw on there. Did you co-produce with Muzi on that?
Yes,
That's
Muzi.
fire. How did that come about? Shout out to Muzi.
Shit.
That's my nigga.
Muzi,
He's the boy.
one of the greatest niggas, one of the greatest producers I've ever met. Literally, he pulled up to my spot, and I was on that vibe where I just wanted to tap into the techno, but house-ish, but well represented South African, and I've thought he was the guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely him, and you know. So he pulled up to my spot, and he was like, "Nah, just let's see what we come up with. Play some chords, cause I can play chords here and there."
Cause you him too, you know. You know.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I played the chords out there, and he just started going crazy. He whipped out his little vocoder machine, started recording himself, started coming up with the bounce. I'm like, what's going on? Crazy. All that shit happened within an hour or two. And he added some of the backing vocals on the beat. It was just a crazy thing for me to witness because I've never seen a nigga work on that level where a nigga pulls up with a vocoder and
And starts busting
it
out.
starts going crazy. I was like, this nigga is a genius. So it's love to Muzi, man. And then I ended up sending it to Respi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Respi.
That's a good selection, by the way, for that, because I feel like she killed that.
Love. She really
She slid on that.
bro.
She slid on that.
And it just speaks on the things that a lot of people were going through, like from the pandemic and stuff. Like they make it out alive. I just feel like, I know a lot of people lost people. So I felt like, damn, this song is gonna at least give comfort to such people. And I also took the joint to Yams. Shout out to Yams, man. That's my boy. He added crazy stuff on the chords and crazy stuff. Yeah, that's my boy.
Keep Love Young joint is my piece too. That's my piece. Of course, Kleisens is my boy. Shout out to
me.
Clyde.
Clyde,
is
legend.
that's another talent.
Legend.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's my piece too.
Yeah.
You pulling him out for him to get out there and do that. I loved that.
Yeah.
That little touch on the album. I appreciated
Love. I had to. If I knew, like, if I'm gonna do this, I have to get Clyde.
that. Keep love young.
Keep love young, And I just wanted to pay homage to him to say, this is my song, but you can own this song. This is your title. This is your name. That's why Keep Love Young is literally it's Clyde, my nigga. Yeah.
That's a cut for me.
Yeah.
And then CBT, of course, is my shit. My Clara on that is going crazy. And now I know that Central Business, what is it?
Central Business
District.
Yeah.
That's what CBT stands for. Thank you,
real.
Maclera. Now I know. I was just using the term CBT. Now I know it's Central Business District because of that joint.
That's my name. We
That
did
beat,
that one.
Oh,
Yeah. We did that one 2021. Yeah. It's crazy.
For real?
Too. Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Your sample choices of late,
love.
crazy.
Love.
Because you did the Goat Talk also. Ne? That was you, ne?
Me and Sliqe, man, been going crazy. Sliqe knows. Sliqe understands.
Sliqe understands a lot.
Yeah, he gets it.
He gets it, yeah.
He gets it. So I was just fucking around with like small chops, samples and stuff, and he fucked with that. He's like, nah, let me enhance this. Yeah, let me make it bigger.
I fuck with the Una Rams cut.
Una,
Yeah.
legend,
He's the boy too.
Grammy winning. Come on.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
For real?
he on that black coffee. So
Oh shit, yeah?
yeah, so they gave him his stuff.
Oh,
He's inside.
shout out
Gotta give
Una,
it to
man.
the boys. Grammy winning.
Shout out Una,
It's
he
real.
deserves it. Yeah, he's talented. He's fire.
That's my
And
dog.
in the R&B bag, I love that he represents the R&B bag like that.
For sure. For sure.
Tyson on this after the war shit. Oh, that record is fire
Shit,
too.
Shit. Back when
That record
Bruno
is
Mars
fire.
was making
Yo,
songs to
that
D.O.B.
nigga's confidence is
Yeah. Even like
beaming.
you feel it in every way. From the chopping it up, or if he's rapping, you feel it.
I fuck with that.
Yeah. If anything, sorry to cut you off, but if anything, I fuck with that verse because of the confidence.
He just the way he be in there
Yeah,
just
it's just
sounds
like-
so good.
Just like I'm gonna say this and it's cool, and you niggas are gonna take it.
Yeah,
type
and I
shit.
love how risky he is also with the shit that he says.
say-
He's always very risky. Like he's always gonna play like on a very thin line somewhere,
real,
and
yeah,
like,
for real.
and how he always like will throw little darts at niggas. Like he's always.
In like the first time, like around the first days I started to hear about Tyson, I heard him say some shit about me on a song. That's how I started to pay attention. I'm like, this nigga is crazy.
Yeah, he's the boy. He fucked that up too. And I love how, cause that joint switches up at the end, right?
Yes.
Who's that one at the end on the switch up?
Now you were really tapped in.
I'm in there. I'm
Nah,
in
you
there
were
on
really
this.
tapped in. Crazy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Black Myth, straight from the 015.
Killed that switch.
Shish.
They killed that. That's
from-
fire.
From Malamlele, my hometown. Literally, I was like, nah, dog, pull up, let's have fun.
Yeah.
And we just had fun. And he doesn't
It's
even,
perfect on that record.
yeah, he doesn't even make that type of music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he raps in Tonga. He had different brood on his own shit. So it's dope that I got him on that zone.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm giving you all sorts of floral
Love.
on the work that you've done of late.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the work you're still gonna do.
for sure.
I'm looking forward to getting in there. I shouldn't have said that on the mic because I haven't said this officially, but yeah. I'm looking forward to getting in there with you. I think that's going to be full circle.
Yeah, that'll
I
be
think
some
that'll
crazy shit. I mean, being the nigga that like gave me the first break, we just have to do it.
And that Reese link. Reese got to come on chopping it too. His fans also are in the comments. Reese, come on the show. But
yeah, you gotta call.
all love to you, family.
For sure.
Thank you for giving me all the real.
Love.
You didn't hold back.
Had to chop it up with
You
the
kept
Buddha.
it a bean with me. Yeah, kept it a bean with me. You chopped it the real
love.
way and toast us out of here. What are we toasting to? What do you toast to today?
Man, I'm gonna toast with the water. Trust me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm toasting to life, man. I'm toasting to staying up, getting back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just to being dope.
Being in a good mental space too. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and to the future. Toast
To
up.
the future. Toast up, chopping it. Mashbeatz. Hell yeah.